right, so here's the now two-time UFC flyweight champion, Brandon Moreno, goes to Rio de Janeiro, beats Deiveson Figueiredo, in all likelihood the fourth and final meeting, but just an incredible accomplishment in a career full of them for the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno.
And still very young, but when you look at his opponent tonight, you recognize that for all that he's done, Brandon Moreno still has to do everything right to get his hand raised. He's got tremendous boxing. We saw in the Figueiredo fight that he has great submission skills, but it's the game planning and the fight IQ that I've been very impressed with lately, because the Kai Kara-France fight, John, he fought so beautifully, and he fought behind the game plan and ultimately got a finish.
We'll see how it goes for Brandon Moreno tonight, a guy who really has had a target on his back in this division for the better part of a half-decade. All right, well, his boxing has been on point throughout his UFC career, and gotta figure there's gonna be plenty more where that came from here in this matchup.
You know, this guy is such a great boxer, John, that if he decided to chase down the Olympic gold medal, you would think that he would have that opportunity. His ability to go out there and set traps, his footwork, his movement is next level. It is not something we have seen before. I would have expected to see this man in Beijing, Athens, somewhere trying to represent the country, but instead, he does his work inside the UFC's octagon, and he is special, and he is so fun for him.
Heady praise from a two-time United States Olympian, Daniel Cormier. First order of business, though, tonight, winning this mixed martial arts contest. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, round one is underway. Here is the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi. The majority of his pro wins have come by first-round knockout, something his opponent is acutely aware of coming in here tonight. All right, so we'll see if Brandon Moreno can get off to a good start tonight. He is a 5-tool player, but the jab would appear to be his weapon of choice here in the early game.
And honestly, John, he's developed it even further as he has gone to Missouri to train. The guy is getting better. He does a good job of finding his range. He shortened his stance a little bit, so he's not so much in a boxing stance, but he is using that to defend leg kicks more effectively, but also still have the ability to go find that jab.
Right into side mount.
Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up. Oh my goodness, that Darce choke is very tight.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
And he will let his opponent stand up here. Effective punch there by Brandon Moreno. Back and forth we go. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Ooh, nice defense. I thought that punch might get through.
Great job finding that nasty shot from the clinch position. Another one. Yep. Up and left hand. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Just over 3 minutes to go now.
Nice head kick.
Man, how good is his right hook counter?
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful.
Oh, beautiful job to snap his head back with that counter strike. So he's landed several of his patented counters here in this round, really doing an excellent job, not just with his offensive timing, but with his defensive skills as well. Overhand punch to the head.
I am starting to lose track of how many punches this guy has landed to the head of his opponent. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand. And now some separation.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his
Man,
way.
get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
Left hook counter there yet again. Ooh. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Oh, and he lands another pinpoint counter. He has done an excellent job, seemingly all night, remaining patient, waiting for his opponent to strike first, and timing his counters perfect. He's having his way with him here. Choi gets back up.
Nice.
Trying to hammer that lead leg. 1 minute now to go in round one. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. And that one certainly found the target. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Front kick to the body is there. Nice job by Choi. Just out of range with that left hook.
Oh! Great block there.
And there's another takedown attempt. Moreno's eyes closing up now. Not good for him. Second round, straight ahead. All right, good news is the round is over. Bad news, Choi's bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round. All right, let us get you some replays from that previous round. He certainly got a lot done on the feet, and as such, he has opened up a pretty significant gash above his opponent's eye.
Yeah, it was a buildup. He just kept popping him. He kept hitting him until something opened him up. And now he can see the damage that he's inflicting. Nothing feels better to a fighter than to see the person wearing your work. That is exactly what's going on right now.
And the cut man is not the only one that is going to keep an eye on that wound as this next round gets underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Moreno's cut above the eye. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Nice strike.
Straight right hand, no good. Well, once again, mixed martial arts, the land of the unpredictable. You've got a jiu-jitsu fighter here throwing hands with one of the better guys in this division.
I would have never thought that this is the fight that would play out in front of us. The jiu-jitsu guy leading the dance, but not only leading the dance and the striking, but winning the exchanges. He has truly shown that he has committed himself to becoming a full mixed martial artist.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Choi's torso, specifically that right side, has absorbed a lot of damage tonight. And here comes the purple, the black, and blue. A definite bruise starting to form on that right side.
He's trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Unable to land with that punch. Well, you got to think he's going to enjoy watching this one back tomorrow morning. He has landed a ton of significant strikes, and really a guy who has been a monster in the gym, finally putting it together here tonight.
Go home and admire your work. It doesn't take till the next morning. He's going back to the right now and firing up the video to look at beauty in action. And he was the one causing all the action.
Nice jab by Brandon Moreno, high guard, and he gets that thing to the target quick.
Gets it to the target quick. And you can see the assassin baby starting to really feel himself right now. He has found his flow, he's in his groove. And like I said, that jab is what starts everything coming from the fighter from Mexico.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, look out, folks, that is tight.
It looks like it's getting going. Oh, wow, oh!
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Moreno. So wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something you would do? You see a cut, try to attack it?
It's like a target.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get your hands on that cut. You want to punch him in it. You want to elbow him in it. Anytime you see your work paying off, you go down the path.
Look how excited you just got talking about punching a dude who's already wide open. Like, you got really excited.
It is, right? And I'm old now. I don't even want to fight no more, but I do love a little damage.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Good stick.
Nice defense there. Huge block. Oh, what a way to end the round. Saved by the bell. He got stunned by a huge shot right before the horn. And now, a little bit gingerly, he makes his way back to the stool. And he's only got 60 seconds to recover here. So we'll see if his corner, physically, mentally, can keep this fighter in the fight. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Moreno's overhand punch to the head doesn't get to the target. He telegraphed that one, and it gets blocked. Tries the flying knee to no avail. Well, it takes a very good striker to be able to land going forward and moving backward, and as you see the numbers there, the counter-striking has been absolutely on point for him here tonight. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Oh, he gets tagged there. Nice combination to the head. That one appeared to stun him. Telegraph that spinning back fist. Moreno's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured organ. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit. Well, he blocks a shot there.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Moreno.
His nose is all crooked, it's all beat up, it's bleeding. He got hurt bad. That nose looks broken.
Moreno gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there. Well, he was knocked down by his opponent earlier in the round, and I'm not sure he's mentally back in this fight.
Well, it's hard to build back from something like that. As you watch, he's trying, but we don't know what type of dialogue is going on within himself right now in regards to him believing or not having much confidence in his approach to this fight.
Well, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch. Our big storyline started to develop here. That cut really started to get wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see it. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut, and it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes on.
Oh, he's hurt! He's hurt bad!
Big left hand lands upstairs. Well, he misses with the left punch there. You know, I gotta tell you, I'm not sure that... Ooh, diving punch lands. And how much more can he take? Choi's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. Oh, nice little elbow attack to the body. Oh, another shot gets through. Doctor might have to step in soon.
Strike out! Strike out!
Choi's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied.
Oh, nice body shot.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
We are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut. Real quick leg kick.
Well, he is clearly faded in this one, and I'm not talking about the high and tight skin fade. Oh, huge right hand! Back to the feet. Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Gotta be careful here.
Final seconds of round 3. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Next round is underway, and I'm no fighter, but these guys look pretty fresh to me.
It's insane to be able to carry that workload, that pace, over 5 minutes and still look as fresh as both of these fighters are.
Moreno's cut right on the bridge of his nose does not look good, folks. We'll continue to keep an eye on it, and you got to think the ringside position will too. Referee might call him in here in short order. Nice job here defensively protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent.
This fight is close to being done.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them full guard.
While this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie, I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Getting him out here.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
This is where he wants to be.
All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Ground and pound the hammer, Mark Coleman would be proud.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Got to be careful here.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Brandon Moreno. Oh, he's got his back. Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Moreno's a bloody mess right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this fight stop. Oh, that's it! Du Ho Choi with a huge knockout tonight.
What a fight! What a fight!
Let's go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Korean Superboy, Du Ho Choi.
Doo Ho Choi is the name, ladies and gentlemen. A huge win for the Korean Superboy here tonight. And this is a kid who is just getting started. A scary proposition for the rest of this featherweight division.